Webinar has started.
We are live online with our beautiful Mastermind members.
So, okay, man, you got to give us a
The update on the flood.
yeah, the update on the sinking of Stony Brook into
So,
wherever it's going.
so my office area again, folks. Last week, if you recall, we had historic flooding here on the northern part of Long Island. Connecticut was also affected quite a bit, and my basement took on water, and my office is in my basement. And needless to say, I spent about a week aggravating everybody on my team, saying, I am sorry, but I got to pull up wet carpet and spent a whole week struggling with that. Goofball Ridgely last week used my scenario and created an online digital product out of the whole thing. And that was the yuck of last week. But anyway, I did not heat my own product and I suffered a lot of sogginess and everything. But I'm okay now, folks. Thanks everybody for the well wishes. And I am now back on live. Karina says that was funny, lol. Yeah, thanks, Ridge.
Yeah,
You were a
well,
jokester last week.
hey, I just couldn't help myself. That was hilarious. We're going to create a product and offer right now on how a course that teaches you how to dry your house out after a flood. Oh my God.
That's
And
funny. So
hilarious.
yeah, everybody, thanks for the well wishes. Ready to jump back into it again. And I see a lot of folks have joined us originally, and I'm sure some of these folks want a hot seat. So let's fire it up.
I think Michael's ready. I'm
Yeah,
pulling him up as a panelist. Let's just see.
awesome.
Here we go. Mike's coming on because we're gonna have some fun. I think we're gonna. I want to. Obviously, there's many ways, as all of you, if you've been here for a minute or two, know there are lots of ways to get stuff done using AI. Hey, Mike, good to see you.
Hey,
Hey, I didn't
Michael,
know
nice
if
to
I'm
meet
an
you.
attendee or a panelist, so I picked one.
Mike is a coffee connoisseur, as we are. He's got the coffee bar right behind him there, so it's all good. And I wanted to do a couple of different things to remind all of the members of some of the tools that you have available. So Mike has a website, and we want to take that website and do some limbic messaging for him on his website. We had a chance to connect a few days back, and I said, "Hey, man, let's do it. Let's just bring it up and just get it done." And so I want to use PAF Brain to do that. Hubert, you want me to drive or you want to drive initially? Again, there are many ways to go deep, but sometimes you can combine multiple AI tools and become a lot more efficient. Matter of
Why don't you
fact,
drive, Rich?
so what?
I'd prefer you to drive, please.
Okay. So one of the things that I think really is going to be very, very big in the immediate term, and I'm talking like very, very soon, is the concept of AI automation and how you can use AI, create AI personas to do certain functionality. Let me give an example. This is not something we're going to focus on today, but to get your brain going. Imagine that what you're looking to do is to set up content for your social media properties. And simultaneously, you're committed to getting in shape and staying healthy. So you put on your headset. I personally have a Bose Soundwear. It is frankly an amazing tool. Put it on like this. I have my phone. It works as a speaker set or as a headset for phone recording, whatever you want. I go out, I start walking, and I start spewing content that I want to have created into various formats using AI for social media. I then come back home. I download this into my computer that I'm talking to you from, and my AI bots are all set up, already done, and I just hit click. At that point, a supervisor bot kicks in, and the supervisor bot says, "Okay, assistant bot number one, transcribe this information. Assistant bot number two, summarize this information and put it into a nice format for social media. Assistant bot number three, create relevant images that go along with all of the content that has just been created. And then assistant bots 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 translate that into TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, right? That is doable now. It's very complicated still to be able to do that. Oh, and by the way, of course, you then have the supervisor say, okay, great. Once number 8 is complete, push it live. And the whole thing goes live on every one of those channels simultaneously. And you also got your walk-in in the morning. That's where we're going. That is AI automation.
Can I elaborate on that scenario?
Yep.
The reason of why there are all those different agents that are orchestrated and work in conjunction is so that you can train each one to be a specialist in its own speciality. Meaning, during the training and setup of these various agents, you teach the the one that writes the original content. You say act as a copywriter, blah blah blah, with 25 years of experience doing this, that, and the other thing, and you run a whole training session on that. The one that's posting to LinkedIn, you teach all about going and doing the best LinkedIn practices. You create all of these independently, or you work with people who have expertise in that area and they go and create these independently so that you don't spend your whole time trying to figure out a super bot that does everything, right? You can bring on phases and grow it as you need it. And it's like mirroring a real life team. If you need an expert in, YouTube script writing, you go and you go and get that, right? Same idea as to why Ridgely Scenario has all of these different bots being orchestrated by an supervisor bot.
Yeah, and by the way, obviously the setup of something like this is not insignificant. There's all kinds of permissions, there's all kind of linkages that have to happen correctly and so on. But imagine once you've got it done, once you have it done and you're looking to do that thing that is so hard for so many people to do, which is to post to multiple channels every day or 3 times a week or whatever it may be. Now that whole process is dramatically simplified. So what if it took you 2 days to set the whole thing up? So what? Think about how much time you're saving over the course of a year. I know my daughter Camille, who is a ballerina with her own clothing line, is always complaining to me about how much time it takes her to do her Instagram reels, her TikTok reels, her whatever that she does to promote her clothing. It takes her forever. And I keep saying to her, well, Camille, Dad, the old guy, is telling you you need to start thinking about using AI. You're a digital native. It'll come easier to you. Why don't you do that? Oh, Dad, well, you can wah all you want, but after a while, it doesn't become smart anymore, and you may as well use the tools that are available. So just want to let you know that's where we're going. Hubert and myself are actually going into a very intense training on this that is beginning next week. Because we want to be on the cutting edge and we want to bring it to you. But that was just one example. You can imagine that same example for multiple different modalities. Certain professions, there is no question that they are going to be dramatically cut back and reduced. Customer service, paralegals, assistants of all kinds. This is all stuff that can be done by AI. And obviously we want to be on the cutting edge. And oh, by the way, some of the bigger guns in the world of AI automation, on the low end, setting that up for a company is $2,500 to $5,000. On the high end, where friends of mine like Mike Koenigs and others are hanging out, they're charging $100 grand. So just to let people know what's possible out there, this is, in my mind, for our, especially for some of our elite members that have been really hammering the AI stuff in a big way, and I see a few of you are on here as well. There is massive future potential for anybody that wants to build a micro agency around not just teaching AI, but teaching AI automation, how to use AI to create these personas. So Mike, thanks for jumping on. So today, we're going to use one of our AI members, we call them all members, to do some cool stuff with your website, and that is PAF Brain. And if you have not had a chance to play with it yet, that's totally cool. If you don't know how to access it, and this goes for I see a few new members on with us today. If you need help with accessing all these tools, making sure that your API is set up correctly or whatever, hit support@partnerattractionformula.com and go there and our team will help you out. But I'm going to log into PAF Brain. And again, just explaining how the tool works. In this case, we can enter a URL, which we're going to do with Mike's website, or you could also enter text. We're going to then put the URL right here. We're going to select the model. We're going to go with GPT-4 Omni, and then we're going to look at the various tasks that this can do. So, Mike, what's the URL, please?
So it's mobile video 360, mobilevideo360.com.
Okay, and I want to show, I just briefly want to, I'm going to pull that website up for a second also. Mobile, I want you guys to see this because I am not often impressed, but this was impressive. So,
I
Mike,
appreciate that. And by the way, before we get going on this, I just like to express my appreciation for joining this group. And I had a session with Ridgely, and I'm excited about working with everybody. You know, it's really, really exciting stuff. So this, my current site needs some work, and actually, originally, it's funny. I did actually run this through the Brain application, but it's you know, it represents a number of services that we have been providing. I am making changes to kind of the business model, so some of these things, you know, will be less emphasized going forward. More emphasis being kind of the AI consulting, AI training, with the ultimate goal of creating an AI membership site for small businesses. That's kind of the goal that I'm working for right now. But this represents right now a lot of the work, you know, that we've done in the past with respect to video production, real estate, photos, drone.
Yeah, some of the stuff is just beautiful. I mean, this is like the coolest boathouse I've ever seen in my life. Okay, it's like super awesome. I want a boathouse like that. Red wine, right?
And
But some
actually,
of
the music playing the song "Red Red Wine" when you pull up to that, it was a client of mine, 76-acre parcel he was selling, very wealthy guy, and he wanted to capture that. So that was a fascinating property for sure.
Yeah, some of these, the work that that you do, I'm just showing a couple of pictures. Obviously, you guys can all go check these out on your own, but some of these are just stunning, really great stuff.
And
And the
it's
video
very
stuff
cool. It's
equally.
very cool that Mike shared with us the idea of how he's going to expand out his site to accomplish the new messaging for the new services. Originally, maybe that would be a great demo for the new offers product in terms of how that can be used for brainstorming. As a matter of fact, we're in the process of inviting some people out to be beta members. And Michael, I'll make sure to get you a beta invite.
That'd be great. Thank you. We appreciate
All
it.
right. So what I'm going to do here is because I want to show everybody how AI gets you this far along, and then you need to do the work yourself, right? So we're going to go with, I'm going to go with shorts, we believes, because matters, and we're going to go with picture worldware and short you deserved. I want to see what our tool comes up with, and then we're going to tweak it, right? So because look how fast this is, it's already done. So it's super great. Hold on a second. We're now going to save all of this, and we're going to give this a title. We're going to say, Mike, cool stuff. New folder. We're going to create a new folder. Like folder, save content. Okay, so we have it all saved. Now, when I look at all of these, I'm always going to ask myself the question, two questions, fundamental questions. Does it feel right? And does it stay limbic, or does it get too complicated? Because even though these prompts and tools are set up to generate great content, they don't have a filter that is the feeling filter, nor do they have the experience. So I'm going to copy all of this. And I want to open up, just to show people how we go about doing something like this. I'm going to open up a new folder. Just going to do it in a Google Doc. That's what I like to do. And we're going to go here, Mike, content. Push this up here a little bit. I'm going to pop it down. Oh, shit. Now I got to go back and copy it again because I used the copy function. Hold on one second. Go back over here. I'm going to copy all this content. I'm then going to pop it back here and upload it. Okay, so I now have all this content uploaded. Now, this is where obviously I can use a prompt to rank all of these to tell me which ones are better than others. I can do that, right? We have that. If you go to Ridgely's prompt library, you have second limbic prompt, which says, based on your experience, rank them in order of most effective, etc. And we could definitely do that. That is one way of doing this. However, I can also say, okay, I got it out of PAF Brain. I got a pretty good solid on this myself. Let me now be the editor. Let me go in there and play with this and take a look at which ones of these do I like better. So for example, I might even do this, say, let's go here, and you guys can help me. I want to do this interactively so we see what we're doing. Well, that was weird. I don't know why I did all that, but take a look at the we believes that are on screen right now and tell me which ones of these, they're all going to be odd numbers. For some reason gave me this weird thing. Give me which ones you like the best. Pop it into the chat. Of the ones you see here, there are 10 of them, I think, or 9. Pop them into chat. Which one do you like the best? Very proud. I'm looking at them too. And then we're going to talk about which ones we can tweak to make them better just by the human eye without AI, right? Who likes which one? Okay, we got a few like 5. Don't you like 7 and 5? Come on, guys, you can vote 5, 7, 5, 17.
I like a lot of these, actually.
Right? They're pretty good. I mean, well, that's the idea. We hope they're going to be good.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to play with these a little bit just for everybody's benefit, because a lot of times these are the short we believes. Even the short we believes often can be shorter. So for instance, I know Hubert's over there doing something. He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but I can tell he's doing something while I'm doing this. So for example, let's take a look at 5. Seems to be a popular one. We believe in turning visions into reality through cutting-edge technology and creativity. Okay, great. But are we clear that it could also be, we believe in turning visions into reality, period. That's it. And so, because when somebody's on a site, they don't have a lot of time. So if you've got some beautiful imagery, Mike, going on, you could have a beautiful limbic message that says, we believe in turning visions into reality. That's all. There's no need for anything else. And you could, below that, for instance, take this and say, you want the latest cutting-edge technology and creativity. Obviously, this is partner-centric copy, and go into it a little bit. This message being much bigger, and then this being a subhead. You could do something like that. And now you see that we got the content out of the tool, but we're the ones tweaking it and bringing it real life. Same thing here. Number, what used to be 9, which is now 10, we believe in the transformative power of immersive experiences. You don't need to elevate your business, right? Just immersive experience. Oh, what's that? Well, especially if there's an immersive experience right on that page that is created by Mike, you don't need anything more. We believe in harnessing AI to revolutionize training and learning experiences. You could easily stop at training and learning. So one of the things I want to just bring up to people is think about where is your limbic message residing and what context is it in? What does the image that goes along with that suggest? Hubert, can you talk a little bit about that? Because that's kind of your area of expertise, how to make sure you're selecting images that go with the limbic message that really enhances the whole experience.
Yeah, the number one thing to keep in mind is limbic equals emotional. Okay. Before we called it limbic messaging, it was emotional messaging and all of that. The key to choosing the nice picture that goes behind your limbic message, by far, and Michael, I'm saying this to you because you have a zillion beautiful scenic images to choose from. However, unless you keep this in mind, it may not occur to you that the most emotional image you can use to put behind a limbic message involves people. So yes, we can be moved by a boathouse, or we can be moved by, the nice drone footage of whatever, but put people as the image visually, and wow, like we can't help but like look and bond to it. So I just want you to keep that in mind because you're so good at generating these beautiful images of non-people, scenes. I'm just calling out to you that, using people, humans, to increase the emotionality would be great.
I don't allow people to get in the way of the pictures. I tell them to scram.
There you go.
So again, we believe in capturing the beauty of properties through professional photography and videography. Good, but it's a little not speaking directly to the person. We believe in capturing the beauty of your property. That speaks to somebody where they live. Of course, you want them to do that. Here's a really simple one. We believe aerial perspectives can unlock new dimensions of storytelling. What's the problem with this? There's one word that is extra here. Anybody want to pop it into the chat? What's extra here? There's a word that is completely extra. Come on, team. You guys know this. There's no can. Thank you, Antonia or Greg. There's no reason for can. We believe aerial perspectives unlock new dimensions of storytelling. No reason for the can at all. And so we, the human, can take, because we have the concept, and I want Hubert to explain this because he does a better job than I do, can take the context and see things in context. AI does not do a great job. Greg, kudos to you, says Antonia. That's okay. We'll give you the credit though. All good. Hubert, talk a little bit about how AI has a challenge with context.
Yeah, the reason, and actually, this is a great topic to understand. So, and I'm glad a lot of people, I see a lot of new names on the call, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to kind of explain that the kind of AI that we've been dealing with right now is called generative AI. Okay, and what that means is that it generates literally the next word based on what it's generated in the past. So believe it or not, the breakthrough came when the programmers said, okay, let's ask it to predict the next word in this sentence that it's building, but then let's take the result of that and feed it back on itself and loop it in again. And basically it's one big gigantic autocomplete program. Okay. So now how it's trained to do that is to go and look at all of the existing materials online. By definition, it's going to produce work that most people in the world have written about. Meaning, when you tell it through your prompt, or afterwards you massage it with your, human eye to add that extra special context, by definition, it's actually not going to be there. It's going to miss the boat because most people miss the boat. Michael, you're trying to be special, right? You have an extraordinary product. Don't you think that you need to take it? Let's say AI's output takes you, 95% of the way. Imagine then doing the hard work of looking at it with the eye that you obviously have and turning that to 99% of the way by tweaking the context. So originally, what I'm telling the good folks here is that by definition, AI will miss the context because it's predicated on predicting the content based on everybody else's context, not yours.
Mm-hmm. Really important. It's very subtle, but it's important. You can feel it, right? You can feel it. And Mike, I will share this document with you so you can grab all this content also.
Great, thank you.
So, we'll take a look. Okay, we got because matters, messages. Everybody take a quick look. Pop your favorite into the chat. Which ones do you like the best? And Mike, too, I'd love to see which one you like best.
Okay.
Let's take a look here. Like that one. Okay, that.
Yeah, different categories. Some of them do with real estate. Some of them are doing with some of the other services. So it's kind of a mixture. But let's see.
Hubert, what do you like best? I got a favorite for sure. I got two
Uh,
favorites.
well, some of these are good, but I'm choosing on the basis of what Michael can use to leverage his new things. And number 5, as Michael was saying, is an excellent one because telling your story matters, right? But I also do like connecting with your audience matters.
Yeah, so I like 5 as well. Donna and Darina like 9 and 2. So you know, there's some good stuff here. These are very well done. Short weave because matters are good. Anybody have any?
By the way, just to interrupt, by the way, number 7, because seeing the bigger picture matters, that's a great one for the drone stuff.
True.
Yeah. So you can always take a look and do that. Okay, let's go down here. Let's take a look at these next ones. 7 is fun. Darina says because seeing the bigger picture matters. Yep, we got a couple of votes for 7, and we'll do it again. I don't know. It keeps giving me this double thing. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe because there was a separation. Anyway, take a look at the odd numbers here and see. Sure. All of these are a little complex for me. Oh, there's another one down there. Sorry. Can't get them all on the screen at the same time. Okay, we're gonna look at the first 7. Which ones do you like? Anybody? Take a pick. What do you like? 3 or 5? Mike likes 3 or 5. And both of those can be tweaked, right? We can tweak those down a little bit. And I've got a lot of votes for number 11. We picture where every property is a masterpiece showcased on social media platforms. Well, we could change that to we picture with changes. We picture a world where every property is showcased as a masterpiece, right? I'm just going to pop that in here. We picture a world where every property is showcased as a masterpiece. So AI gave us the foundation, but then we tweak it, right? We can tweak it and make it a little bit tighter, nicer, cooler. I like also, this is really good. We picture a world where panoramic views tell stories beyond imagination. I like, that's solid. I don't need to touch that at all, right? Okay, so one last round here, and then we'll do some other stuff. But let's take a look at these. You deserves. You got them 1 through 10. Obviously, they're long. We're going to cut them down. So think as you're looking at this, how would you take the ones you like and make it shorter and tighter? Which ones do you like? All right, I'm just going to start playing with a couple of these. You deserve to showcase your property in its full glory. Shorter, tighter, right? You deserve this one's good. Because if you're offering this as a service, and I know we're going to a different service, But you could easily do this this way, and you could do it, take out this way, cut it down that way, right? I'm just showing multiple ways of doing this. By making them tighter.
Yeah, I like it.
Right? So same thing, just taking the basic, the fundamental of what already exists there and tightening it up. Now, I love this. You deserve expertly crafted real estate visuals that make your listings unforgettable, right? Okay, but it's too long. I have to parse through it for meaning. So what could we do here? You don't need the word real estate. It's obvious it's real estate. That's what we're talking about, right? Think that's what AI doesn't do. It just iterates. So it gives you lots of words. You deserve expertly crafted visuals that make your listings unforgettable. Very clear, very clean, excellent stuff. Hubert, any thoughts?
No, it's good. I mean, it's just going back to Ridgely's previous point, unless you train the AI to, have that eye, it's not going to know how to cut out the words and really give you the, that final polish.
And here again, you deserve something like this can also be the other way around. Cut off the beginning of it. You deserve to highlight your business's unique value. Simple, easy ones to do. Lots of ways to play with this. So again, what we did in this particular case is we took AI Brain, moved it into an easy to play with format such as a Google Doc. Other people might use some other tool, and then we tweaked it and then can pick what we like the best. Now, what if we wanted to use AI to do that for us? And let me make myself a note to make sure I share this. You know what? Let's just not even do that. Let's just do it right now. Before I forget, I need to share this. Mike P at Video Marketing 360. What is it again?
Mobile Video 360.
Sorry, Mobile Video 360. That way it's now already yours and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so what if I wanted to use ChatGPT to enhance the content that comes out of AI Brain? And we're going to get to an offer here in just a second, Hubert. I just want to show everybody this real quickly because I want to what we're trying to do is get more and more familiar with the tools so we can grab from this and grab from that and grab from the other thing and grab from this over there. The guy who's teaching us our AI automation certification has a database of 100 different apps that he draws from, all categorized, ranked, rated, etc. Super crazy stuff. And that's what's out there right now. So we need to be familiar with this so that we can use it. So I go over here to ChatGPT and I say, you are an expert copywriter with deep knowledge of video production and photography. And this is just, I know we're changing things up, Mike, but this is just an example of how we're doing this. You are going to take existing copy and massage it. Here's the copy. Cut, quote, here, go back to PAF Brain, go down here, copy all the content, go back to ChatGPT, post it in, there it is. And now I'm going to say, go over to Ridgely's prompts, grab this prompt, and tell the tool to rank these. And now the tool's going to do it for me. And tell me why. So now you're getting a tool to tell you what it thinks. And that's before, obviously, you could do it the other way around too, right? We could go to the Google Doc, select the ones we like only, tweak those, and then have the tool do this as well. And now you have the tool saying that because telling your story matters is the one that they like the best. That was the one that most of us like the best as well. And using the tool to do this for you, now you have the messages that AI believes have the most impact in order, and you can now focus on those. So that is another way to use the tools and combine one tool with another. Hubert, any comments?
I think that's awesome. Wait until the folks get a look at what the new tool also did for Michael. While Ridgely was doing this thing, I ran the offers tool, and I think it'll really expand your mind, Michael.
All right, Hubert, bring it up.
Okay, so, and Michael, check your email because I shared with you your link that you can use to get this for yourself. Okay,
Cool.
so now, now folks, look, this is the new tool right here, PAF offers. Okay, so what I did, just for background, I heard Michael mention that he's got some, he mentioned other solutions, right? And I saw this little tile here that said AI solutions. So basically what I did was, he literally had these 3 lines of text. So I said, okay, let's come up with an online course that teaches how to use AI tools for content creation. So now, Michael, this may not suit you exactly, you'll need to tweak it with your specific idea. But for the demonstration, what I did was I then went into PAF offers and I literally put that line into this box, and I went and I hit submit. I pressed one button and I got all of this stuff. Now, originally, I want you to react to it. It's suggesting a course called the AI Content Creator and has all of these components. Okay. It says this is a promising offer, blah, blah, blah. There's a good opportunity to bring to market as a low ticket offer. Okay. So then it goes and fills out ideas about what you could actually put in as part of your product. The step-by-step channel setup guide, writing tools guide, content planning techniques, video script writing with AI. I mean, imagine all of this as part of your course, which is awesome, right? So it gives you plenty of ideas how to do podcasts, using SEO for with the content. Excellent. And then the offer
What do you think,
hooks.
Mike, so far? Mike, what do you think so far?
I mean, it's fantastic. No, extremely impressive.
Yeah, and it just took minutes, right? So, but again, just to stress what we've been saying, this will bring you 80% of the way. It's up to you then to take, up to 95 or whatever you think is necessary to go to market with. Now we're talking about the suggested offer hooks. Unlock the future of content creation with AI. Transform your content strategy with AI-powered precision. Say goodbye to creative blocks with our AI tools. So, oh, this one might be good. Create engaging content in minutes, not hours, right? Become a content creation pro. So there are many different hooks that you can try out.
One second. Go down to the bottom of the offer hooks here for a second, because I want to make sure everybody's paying attention, because you will all have access to this tool as soon as Hubert finishes a couple little details. You can regenerate this tool. You can edit the tool and regenerate. You can play with the tool. Donna says Monday. We had a joke going last week. Donna, you are funny. I love you. You're awesome. Okay.
All right. So let's just keep rolling on. All right. It's suggesting some headlines. Tired of spending hours on content creation? Revolutionize your workflow with our AI content creator. Get results in just 7 days. Unlock AI-powered writing tools, blah, 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 blah. Right? Say goodbye to creative blocks. Maximize your impact. Transform into a content pro with our AI toolkit. Pretty cool. Hey, originally, I want to buy this product. Offer description, what the offer is about, who the offer is for, why they need the offer, outcome this offer will give, right? So beyond also just getting these deliverables, by the way, it's teaching you online marketing. It's teaching you the fact that you need to think about all of these in terms of your audience and so forth. Here, it gives you a series of emails with alternate subject matters, right? And while these may not exactly be right, I mean, you can certainly take these out of this tool and go and fine tune them in the brain and some of these other tools, or manually with Ridgely's prompt library. It even gives you video script, right? Here's a video script. Awesome. Lead magnet ideas, ebooks, webinar, 30-day content challenge, free trial. We have a bonus builder in here, and it gives you bonus ideas, right? You can offer the one-on-one strategy consultation, make that into an upsell. Speaking of upsells, here are high ticket upsell ideas. The personalized strategy consultation, $500. A content creation software suite, that might be a little more complicated. You can run workshops where you actually show, host a series of interactive workshops to dive deeper. AI-powered analytics and insights. So the sky's the limit, with all of this. And here are launch ideas. You can do a free seminar series. You can do a content challenge. You can do the ebook, the old ebook download. You can have a content creation that might be good for social. Free trial of AI tools. Now, let's say you want to do a webinar. I love this one because it gives you a slide deck of the content that you can then go ahead and put in your own voice, and you have a good to go webinar slide deck. Let's see what else we have here. The launch plan. This one's awesome. It's a 30-day launch plan. Tells you what to do pre-launch, during launch, and then after launch. Right. Then it gives you a series of ads: Facebook ads, YouTube ads, retargeting ads. Then it gives you some thinking about pricing. Maybe there's a starter package at $59, and then there's an advanced payment, an advanced package at $129, and an enterprise one for larger teams at $249, right?
And I'm going to come back to that in just a second, because I want to suggest a different possibility.
Cool. Now, part of our tool too, we always wanted to make sure that the AI experience also educates you, right? And so we're revealing explicitly some of the rationale behind the advice and the output that's being given. We're trying to anticipate what customers might say, and here are some refund reasons. What's that, Rich?
Overcoming objections.
Yeah, overcoming objections. Market analysis. This one's cool because this one ranks the overall thing as a 9 opportunity, and it tells you why, the target audience, this, that, and the other thing. Very, very cool. And then it gives you a report card because the effort now of coming up with these brainstorming ideas, Michael, is becoming push button simple. What we encourage you to do is run a series of these things, of ideas kicking around your head, and see which ones are the better ideas. And then you can, this is a great brainstorming tool.
Sure.
Any comments, Ridgely and Michael?
Yeah, no, for sure. So look at this. So you set up a micro agency, right? And people come to you and you say, hey, what are you looking to accomplish? Oh, well, I really want to get my ideas online. Okay, great. Well, why don't I put together a little offering for you to help you with create both your offer, your sales page, your landing page, some email sequences, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I have a very special offer to do all of that for you and deliver you the entire thing, and it's $2,000. And most people are like, sure, that sounds great. I'll take that. I mean, if it were in the old days when Hubert and myself were trained by Jeff Walker and we were doing launches for Jeff Walker and clients, we started at 15,000 and a piece of the back end, right? So what these tools where they can take you, because you're in this mastermind, and I'm speaking to everybody, not just Mike, because you're in this mastermind and we're going to keep you on the bleeding edge of what's out there, is for a while, this PAF offers, as well as brain and copy and images put together, can give you the tools to create incredible content for clients at ridiculous speed. This is the thing. So we want to be thinking bigger. The suggested pricing that came out of AI is because AI is making the assumption that the rest of the world knows what AI knows and knows how to use this tool. But we all know that that's not the case. Like Mike's a drone expert. I don't know how to run a drone. I have no idea, which means I have no clue how much a drone operator should charge me to fly up into the air and send me some cool stuff on my house. And it could really be that
You
it's
got,
like,
I'm starting to,
You what?
Ridgely is on a roll, so I don't want to interrupt him. But if I let this moment pass, it's gonna slip out of my head. Ridgely, do you want to hear a drone joke?
oh no, okay.
So sure, Mike could teach me how to fly a drone, but it would go over my head.
Yeah, I like that.
Just forget about it, right?
That's
Right.
a TikTok dad joke.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly, Mike, for sure. But that's what I'm saying, people. You know, if somebody were to come to me and say, "Hey, I have a need. I have a need for aerial shots of my house." Well, somebody could walk in and say, "Hey, man, I'm going to get you the most insane aerial shots of your house, and it's going to cost $495, and I'll have them delivered by tomorrow morning." Awesome. And some dude comes up and goes, bzz, 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 land. Okay, go back home, hit a program, bam, send it to me, and it takes like an hour. Hey, man, $500 an hour. That's pretty good stuff. All I'm suggesting is that if you're on the cutting edge of where AI is, the pricing for things that you can offer powered by AI is dramatically higher than what it takes to get it done. This is
And to drive that point, Richard, I just want to inject something real quick. And by the way, I mean, everything you showed is just fantastic. I see great value in that. And I literally had this discussion a couple of hours ago with somebody. I wrote a book back in 2015. I spent 3 months writing this book. It was called Rise Above the Cloud, kind of a metaphor, of
Nice.
flying and, Rise Above the Cloud with digital marketing. And I spent 3 months writing it, fine tuning it, brought it out. It was a bestseller in all three of our categories on Amazon. Today, a couple days ago, I went through training on how to prompt write to create a book, like whether it's an ebook or a book. I literally could have done that same book in about an hour or two, not 3 months. So just the value, I think, that you can offer somebody for on your point, Ridgely, when you got a customer and you can provide a service to them that you can get the results so much quicker to them than they are used to before. I mean, what is the value of that? So I think using these tools open up a whole world of possibilities, in my opinion, to create some really cool, timely applications in content for people that I work with, and at lightning speed. And in addition to whatever I can create, use this for my own marketing, develop my own business, but also offering that too as a service, to businesses that really need this type of thing. So yeah, kudos to you guys. It's really, really good stuff.
Thank you, thank
Thanks.
you. I'm glad you appreciate it, Mike, and thanks for the compliments. Always appreciate it. It's our pleasure to really be out there and stay on the cutting edge and bring it to everybody because it's super cool stuff and it is changing the world, right? So I have give everybody a sense. I have a presentation that I'm doing in front of 70 elite dentists in 2 weeks, and when we show them what we can do, because we have some crazy success stories, I'm going to get a whole bunch of them that are going to say, yes, we want some help with limbic messaging, website makeovers, etc. Right? Now, in the old days, that would be such a daunting concept. Oh man, I got to get on a plane 14 times in the next 2 months to go to somewhere, find a hotel, stand in a TSA line, rent a car, drive over there, hang out with these guys, la 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 la, and charge them, 7,000, 9,000, 10,000 bucks to do that and come home. Or think about it from the dentist's perspective. What would he rather do? Spend 90 minutes with me on the phone and have me do almost all the work, or have to block out a whole day with 10 of his team members sitting around a conference table, get them lunch, take them out of production, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, to get the same level of content. Maybe not even quite as good. So from both sides of the equation, both the dentist side and my side, so much easier because of these tools. We just know, we just get it done. And in case anybody hasn't clued in to the insane value of a niche when you have AI, team, please wake up. Wake up to this. There's a reason why we only handle dentists and community banks. Because every time I do a workshop with a dentist, it gives me a whole nother 50 messages that apply to every other dentist that I do moving forward. And when you're talking about AI and we have databases and we sort them and whatever, the edge that AI gives us is so huge that you want to be thinking like that. What are the repeatable tasks that I can do that now can be done by a bot or an AI persona, or even just a simple prompt, right? All of those. Hubert, I know you've been doing stuff. What are you doing over there?
Oh, no. I'm rewarding Donna for pushing me so hard with beta access. And she said, you realize you're rewarding me for pushing you, right? I'm like, yeah.
All right, so tell everybody when everybody else is going to get access.
Well, we're shaking out the final bugs. I sent special beta access to the most recently joined members who are in the process of setting up their AI tools that they came with it. And so then I'll move further down the list. And it's a new membership site. It'll if you've been past your year's membership and it's time to renew, we wanted to give you a brand new site to enjoy, and this community all set up in it and everything. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and obviously, for those early beta people, please tell us about the bugs. We know there may be a few of them. They're to be expected, and you do everybody a favor when you do. Mike, thoughts from you?
No, I think, I think kind of this has been helpful for me just to tie everything together and look at, how I can approach messaging, how I can, I'm in the process of updating my site. So this is invaluable to me to be able to, take some of these thoughts and use that as a restructuring tool. And then as I move forward in kind of adding some of the different services, and one of them is going to be a site. It's going to, I've been buying up whatever names I can find, which is always a challenge right now. GoDaddy. Everybody owns. I'm in the wrong business. Everybody took all the names that I wanted, but but we've got. So I'm looking at names, but the goal here really is to kind of take all these different tools and put them together in a way that is attractive to the audience that I'm seeking, which is small businesses that really need help, that are overwhelmed and need to figure this all out. They don't have the time to keep up with all this stuff. So this has been great. I think it's just a lot of value here. So I'm anxious to dig in, and thank you, Hubert, for the beta access. I'll play around with this. I love some of the messaging that was in there. I got to recreate what you just did to kind of take a look at that. But I've done a lot of beta testing and software because I owned a tech company for about 20 years and I'm really good at breaking things.
Perfect.
That's great. We don't promise to fix them, but at least we know what's broken.
So, but in any way, again, thank you guys. I appreciate the opportunity to dive into this, and I'm looking forward to testing this out and using this as a tool to really kind of reshape and expand what the direction that I want to take my business.
So two things real quick. I think some people have heard this story, but for those of you who haven't, I was big in the domain name business for a long time. Had the opportunity, my then partner a long time ago, and I way back in the day, to purchase initial .las. So we had hotels.la, cars.la, movies.la. We had everything. We had 5,000 of them. They cost us $450,000. That was a little bit expensive, but we were going to make about 100 billion, right? But then the government changed, and .la stands for Laos or Cambodia, right? And they just took them, and there was nothing I could do. So that was one of the poorer investments that I've made in my career. Just want to let you know, so nobody else needs to do that, right? Just play with GoDaddy. Don't do what I did, because that was not. That was a $500,000 with the legal and everything else. Was a $500,000 that we lost, so that was not a good one. But I do want to share something with Mike. So one more thing I wanted to share. In Ridgely's prompts, you have initial prompt, new website, and an existing website. So you can grab this prompt from existing website, and you're charged with rewriting the content for a complete website. Here's the site, 360 mobile video, etc. And then go into all the services that you now want to offer, put this into ChatGPT and hit go, and it will rewrite the site for you to give you some ideas on how to tweak it away from the existing photography and video, drone and all that into the AI side. This will give you a head start. So remember, it's the third prompt down in the prompt library. Grab that, Mike. That should give you a quick leg up, because there's no sense in doing all that work when you got a tool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, thank you for that tip. I will definitely try that out.
And Richard,
Awesome.
I just want to share one more quick thing, just because some people are asking about it in the chat and so forth. So, I see Antonia dropped a couple of questions that made me think of sharing this thing. So, in terms of, I mentioned this last week. Okay, what you can do to automate recurring tasks and have AI, make it super simple. And so I just want to remind you how easy it is. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to remind you how easy it is for those of you that are using ChatGPT Plus. I do want you guys to, especially for recurring AI type of tasks, think about these custom ChatGPTs that you can create for yourself. So each week I write emails, or I send emails inviting people to the mastermind, right? You've all received one yesterday and today and whatever, okay? So because it's of a repetitive nature, I went and I created a custom GPT that I use every week to actually generate the email, right? And so you can actually go in there and you set it up one time, and you set it and you go in and explain the premise of the whole thing, right? This is the part of the training. Let me just see if I can. This was me explaining that we have a weekly thing. I want you to act as an expert email copywriter, and I need clear and engaging copy for the invites that emphasizes the value of the blah, 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 whatever, okay? I also explained that once in a while we have a special session called Mind Types After Dark. So I put that all in the can here, and I created these, what are called conversation starters, and those are these little boxes here, so that you can go ahead and keep updating it and so forth, and tell it the tone and all of that stuff. But the point is, because I do this every single week, there's like no way I don't automate it, and it's super easy to create your own ChatGPT, my GPT section, and actually, take your own medicine. You just click on here, and then boom, and then you get these. It takes me now literally 2 seconds to draft the email. So I just wanted to share that.
Any of those that you're doing on a regular basis.
Exactly.
No reason to be doing that anymore. All right, Mike, thank you very much. Let everybody know when we are meeting next week. I think it's at the exact same time. I don't know how that happened. I think it was because there's a holiday in the United States on Monday's Labor Day. So happy Labor Day to all of you who are in the US. I know we have people in South Africa and all over the place. Kurt, good to see you. But yes, we will be meeting same time, 3:00 Eastern, noon Pacific, next Wednesday, the 4th. Bring your stuff. Obviously, if you have something for us to look at, support@partnertractionforme.com. Let us know. And Mike, that applies to you too, man. If you make it if you decide to spend Labor Day weekend busting out a bunch of stuff on the site, we'd love to take another look at it together to see the improvements and all that. That's what we're here for. So please, everybody, don't hesitate to use. We had a chance to do a deep dive with Mike being a brand new member of our mastermind, which is great. But obviously, we're here to serve everybody. So please don't hesitate. Send us an email, and we will be there for you. Okay, Hubert, what do you got for us? Come on.
All right, I do have something, and this is my favorite pirate joke, but because the crowd here looks relatively new, I don't think anybody's here has heard it before. Originally has heard it, but it's been long enough that I'm sure you've forgotten originally. But this is a classic. Mike, you'll love this. Okay. All right. What is a pirate's favorite letter?
Arr.
You'd think it'd be R, but no, it'd be the C. You fell for it again, Ridgely.
All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Happy Labor Day to all of you, and we'll see you next time. Ciao for now. Bye, guys. Oh, yeah, yeah.